Hi everyone! Today I want to share with you an app that can be used throughout the curriculum in a variety of ways. The app is called Huntzz. Huntzz is a free app that allows you to do treasure hunts all over the world using map reading skills and a gaming environment. It's a fun and engaging way to build knowledge and go deeper on an inquiry while on field trips. Furthermore, teachers and students can create their own treasure hunts and share them with their students, their peers, or online with the rest of the world. Some of the key features are very easy to use, intuitive buttons and easy to follow for both playing and creating a treasure hunt. It's differentiated. There are lots of opportunities for choice and levels of difficulty. When playing or creating, feedback is available, and the game-like environment is engaging, where players can achieve different levels of treasure hunting titles as they progress. What I liked most of all is it can be integrated into any topic or inquiry related to the curriculum. So here are 3 activities that you can do with this particular app. The first one will be map reading, the second one, field trips and analysis, and the third, where you get to create your own hunts. The first activity is around map reading. This will all depend on the age or grade range of your students and their prior knowledge. Some of them will need more support with map reading, and the skills might involve reading a legend, using coordinates, latitude and longitude, again depending on the grade level. So the activity will be for teams to use a paper map to do a school or community treasure hunt somehow connected to a curriculum topic. For example, plants in the schoolyard or the park for a science hunt, and the players have to find an object using the map and answer questions around it. Then they will return back to class and debrief the activity. A similar activity will be repeated, but this time with the smart device and the Huntzz app. The teams will locate treasures, answer questions, and learn more information about the treasure. They also can play it as an online game, which can be revisited when needed. Then once back in class, students can compare and contrast the 2 different ways they completed the activity and reflect on which method they preferred and why. Here are 3 possible questions that you might offer your students. Which way did they prefer to learn, with the paper map or smart device, and why? And really have them go deep and give reasons why they preferred one way or the other. How did their team work together? Why is that important? And how might you improve your own personal collaboration skills? And finally, how might you use these map reading skills outside of the classroom? Again, special features with this particular activity is that you can differentiate it. The questions can be simple or complex using the app, and the kids can choose. Of course, groups can be flexible to meet the different needs of the students, so you can do mixed ability groups if you prefer. What I like about it is there's instant feedback with the hunts, and then further information is provided right away. They don't have to wait to get to the class, so it's just-in-time learning. Also, you can really personalize this. Because the teacher is creating it for their particular class, they can personalize it, they can add humor, they can add images that really connect to the students in the classroom. So in this way, it can be a great team building activity or school orientation or for ELLs, anything that gets kids talking and working together and sharing the device. The second activity will be to actually do a treasure hunt on an external field trip. This is a fun and innovative way to give your students information that will be memorable. They can problem solve, use their critical thinking skills to locate a variety of treasures. Now they might be exploring a collection at the ROM, the AGO, participating in something at the Ontario Science Centre, or even at the Toronto Zoo, or any of the military forts or battlefields, etc. There's just so many choices that you can do with an external field trip. Then as a team, students will have to collaborate to answer knowledge-related, multiple choice, and open-ended cryptic questions related to the treasure hunt. Now, clues are provided if people need extra hints, so again, it's differentiated. And once they get the answer correct, the players can read and discuss follow-up information and make notes on any further questions or research that needs to be done. This is an example of a follow-up scroll done for Romeo and Juliet, where the student was in Verona and was at the balcony of Juliet. When the students return from the field trip, it's an opportunity to debrief the new content learned while on the field trip and from the scrolls, and then a possible follow-up activity can be created from that. So for example, you might have them do an essay, a report, a role play, however you feel you want to follow up with the content. But then we want to go a little bit deeper on the actual treasure hunt experience and co-create success criteria on what makes a good scavenger hunt. So from their experience at the external field trip, they're going to now develop a list of ways that they think it makes it an effective way to learn. And then in teams, they're going to go onto the online site and apply the success criteria to other treasure hunts available. Then, after they've gone through this activity where they've analyzed and evaluated the different scavenger hunts, they're going to revise their list of success criteria and then independently reflect on what makes a good scavenger hunt. This leads into the third activity where the students get to create their own hunts. So for example, at the beginning, I would have, as the teacher, have them generate lots of questions around their inquiry, talk about different question types. So you can look at Bloom's taxonomy and show them the different levels of questioning. You can use the question matrix and try and make sure they're asking rich questions, just so that there's a variety of question types, not all knowledge-based. Then, of course, mixed ability teams, or however you wish to choose to organize the groups. And now the students can collaborate and develop their game design. So in the settings, there's lots of opportunity to choose which way they can design the game. Then they can visit the location of the treasure hunt. So this could be again in the school community. It can also be at an external field trip or in their neighborhood, wherever it may be. And then they have to mark the locations with the mapping tool. So once the GPS coordinates are set, then they're ready to move on with the rest of the hunt. So once they've marked their locations, then they can really work on their question development with their team, as well as create the scrolls with further information and questions for those who play their game. Now, it would be great if their peers get to try out their treasure hunt and offer feedback to improve along with the teachers. But another really interesting feature is that you can submit hunts to the app developers and they will give you feedback. And if you keep working with them, there's a possible opportunity for you to earn money by posting it online and people buying your particular hunts. This is an example of the app developer feedback. My own child, she did one of the hunts in Verona and submitted her work, and then they emailed her within a couple of days letting her know how she could improve her hunt so that it would be accepted in the online app list. So as you can see, this particular app can be used in very meaningful ways. It's easy to use, collaborative, very engaging for the students. It can be integrated into all areas of the curriculum, all grades, very student-centered, whether you're playing or you're creating. The teacher is the guide on the side, as well as a partner, because the teacher will need to know how to create hunts as well in order to model for the students. All parts of this app support differentiation, from the levels to the ability to choose the level of difficulty and choice involved. It is available 24/7 online. It really does extend and deepen the knowledge of a particular topic area you focus on. And by being able to submit it to the app developer and have their work up on iTunes, it does help to develop their job and their life skills. So lots of great ways to use this particular app. And here are some image references that were used in this presentation. I hope you enjoyed this and that you might try this in your class or in your workplace. Thank you very much.